Alright guys, I'm back with yet another video of Stronghold Crusader. This time we are going to see four teams taking on each other. Caliph and Wazir is the first team, Pig and Sheriff the second team, Lionheart and Abbott, and Philip and Frederick is the fourth team. 40,000 gold deathmatch game. Let's start the fight and see who's gonna win this one. I'm very excited about this fight. It's because they are equally matched against each other. We have got Philip in the center. On his right is his ally, Emperor Frederick. And on his left is Abbott, his enemy. I know this map's a bit small and they are very close to each other, but that's gonna be the case for all of these lords. So Lionheart has decided to build this castle. It's a pretty big castle, I would say.
Once more onto the
And
breach.
Sheriff always looks ugly with his castles. But the good thing for Sheriff here is that he has got Lionheart facing him, so there is no one to burn him down early on. And Sheriff is pretty good to put pressure on Lionheart as well. Just as you can see, he sent his assassins here. Sheriff has burned some of the Lionheart's buildings, but it's gonna cost him as well. Here's Pig, and he's facing Caliph. Pig is pretty good against Caliph, I would say. If he keeps himself aggressive against Caliph. So here's Wazir. Wazir is facing Frederick, and the reason why they're facing each other is because I feel like these two are the strongest among all of these lords. And I really wanted to see who will be the best among between the two. So Wazir realizes that he needs to attack Pig in order to give his allies some support. Situation isn't looking very good for Pig. I think he needs to recruit his units fast. He has got a good amount of gold. Caliph is burning down Pig's farms. So Wazir, yeah, I mean he found an opening from here instead of finding some opening from this opening. Sheriff's assassins are on Lionheart's walls. I really want to see Pig recruiting a large number of crossbowmen quickly. Let's see what King Philip and Abbott are doing against each other. King Philip, we all know, is how aggressive he is with his knights. And yeah, he is putting some sort of pressure on Abbott. And Abbott doesn't have the strongest units to counter knights either. But he recruits units very fast. And his attention isn't towards King Philip, he is sending his units towards Sheriff. I think he also wants to give his ally a supportive hand. Pig's meanwhile struggling here. Would love to see him recruiting crossbowmen in large numbers. Hasn't been able to do anything of that sort. Wazir, well, Frederick's looking in a better condition compared to Wazir. Let's see how much gold does Wazir have now. Only 6,000, so he should run short of gold very soon and he should get slower. And I noticed now that Abbott is actually attacking Pig. So it feels like Pig is the better option because he is the weaker between the two of these guys. Where is Lionheart going? Okay. Abbott feels threatened. Abbott feels threatened. King Philip's charging against Abbott. That's a lot of siege engines. You're destroying Abbott's castle. Abbott is sending a lot of archers to defend himself. Come on, Piggy, really want to see him recruiting some crossbowmen here. Wazir's situation is pretty bad now. This time, Emperor Frederick is putting a lot of pressure on Wazir. I think the situation for Wazir isn't gonna get better. While I thought Abbott might be able to put up some sort of fight against Philip, you can't say anything not right now, but Philip is getting the upper hand against against Abbott. Well, I think if only Lionheart had built a better castle, a smaller one would have helped him. Sheriff is not looking that bad.
A message.
Pig's very bad.
What's wrong?
So this is gonna end here for Pig, I think. This really is going to end here for Pig, I think. Or not, let's see. Yeah, these many assassins should be enough to kill him. And Arabian swordsmen are following. It's only a matter of one more strike. Pig is gone.
From the pig.
No! No! Pig not die! No! No!
Poor Pig is gone.
A message from the Caliph.
They all fall before me, as you will soon.
I know you guys might say that they are very close to each other and it's unfair, but they're all close to each other. It's not like one of them is close to the enemy and the other is a far way out. It's not like that. They're all close to each other, so the situation's almost equal for each other. As you can see, Wazir struggling against Frederick. Had he been a bit far, would have done better. So, yeah, it's a small map, but it is a good map full of resources. So that's why I selected this map. But we can do the rematch in another map as well. We'll do that next time. While Sheriff's doing a good job, Philip is also putting pressure, I think, on Lionheart mostly. Abbott is not doing that bad now. He isn't looking any stronger against Philip, but he isn't giving up either, right? He isn't looking the worst. So he's struggling to find answers against these Philip's knights as they are entering his castle freely. Now the thing is to notice is that what target does Caliph select next? Will he come and help his ally by attacking Emperor Frederick? Or will he choose another target? I think he's coming up against Emperor Frederick. Frederick wants to give Wazir a final blow here. As you can see, his swordsmen are ready. And Frederick is looking very strong, to be honest. I think Caliph has decided to attack Philip, but Philip's gonna get some defensive support from Emperor Frederick. If Caliph is gathering his units here, these crossbowmen are gonna kill his Caliph's units. I think Caliph might be able to create some problems for Philip, which will allow Abbott to probably get get an upper hand against King Philip. I mean, even if he keeps sending these many units,
A message
they're gonna
from the
slow down
WAZIR.
Philip.
We are weak. We will be
So I think it's
strong.
gonna be game over for WAZIR. Yeah, this should be the game over for WAZIR.
A
Yep.
message from the WAZIR.
This was not foretold. I should not die. No.
So WAZIR has gone. WAZIR's game is over.
A message from Emperor Frederick. The Empire claims another. So the story unfolds.
Now then, what target will Emperor Frederick choose? Will that be CALIPH or Abbott? As long as Abbott has got a good amount of gold, he's not going anywhere. Let's see how much gold does he have. He's got 7,000 gold. The most amount of gold is in Emperor Frederick's account. Lionheart has run short of gold, and I must say that Sheriff has done pretty good job against Lionheart. He has got a good amount of gold as well. And he's charging against Lionheart again. Lionheart has still got a good number of units. Oh, look at all the resources being wasted. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of stone. Okay, there is an opening in Lionheart's castle. Our opening has been made by Sheriff, right? Yeah. I think Lionheart doesn't have enough much stone to rebuild his wall again. Placemen have entered his castle freely, but he's got a good number of units inside. Well, right now, Sheriff looks to be the better against getting the better of Lionheart. Okay, CALIPH switches his target, and he wants to create problems for Sheriff. And if only he burns the Sheriff down, Sheriff's gonna go slow forever. Let's see if he's able to burn his castle down. Let's just see. Assassins are on the walls. The gates are
A
open.
message from the Sheriff.
Oh, running out of cash again. Fetch me the tax collector.
Sheriff has burnt Lionheart, and I think is gonna get burnt by CALIPH. Or if he's lucky enough to not get burnt by these fire ballistas here. Lionheart's castle is under fire now. But Sheriff has got plenty of crossbowmen on his keep, and it will not be enough to kill him, but the fire! Sheriff's castle has caught
Message
fire.
from the Caliph.
Stay away from my
Hang on a minute.
Stay away.
Things are getting stranger here. Now then, Emperor Frederick has entered the Caliph's castle, and I think this should be enough to kill him. If only the last hope for Caliph is to burn down all these swordsmen. Will he be able to do that?
A message from the Abbot.
No, then finally Abbott thinks that Abbott feels like he's threatened, he's under pressure. Caliph survived this attack, but for how long? Now then, let's see Abbott here. King Philip's charging against Abbott. Lionheart has burnt. Sheriff has been burnt, I should say. It's happening everywhere. Plenty of archers for Abbott. I thought Abbott could have done a better job against Philip, only if his attention was to kill Philip. He never gave attention to killing Philip. Fire is almost extinguished by both of them, Sheriff and Lionheart, but CALIPH, the aggressor, is now under a lot of pressure, as Emperor Frederick looks to be the best guy now among all of them. Okay, it's just time to increase the speed a little bit. Now then, what's gonna happen next? Things are pretty unpredictable. Apart from Frederick, Sheriff has lost an ally. Caliph has lost his ally, and he's looking very bad at the moment. Emperor Frederick is charging against Caliph yet again. Caliph's castle has been destroyed in half. He charges again, and there's plenty of siege engines yet again. But these trebuchets are... he placed these trebuchets so far from Caliph's castle. I think this will be the game over for Caliph, but let's see here. I must say that apart from Philip's knights, Philip hasn't been able to send his good amount of units on Abbott's castle.
Stay away from my lands, infidel.
This should be the game over for Caliph. Does he have a fire thrower? He had a couple of fire throwers on his castle, but I think this time Frederick's gonna get it. Yes.
A message from the Caliph.
You have not seen the last of me, infidel.
So Frederick's looking to be the best guy to win this fight. His ally isn't in very bad condition.
A message from Emperor Frederick. The Empire claims another. So the story unfolds.
Now, the interesting thing is to see what target does Frederick select next. Would that be Lionheart Sheriff or Abbott? There is just single row remaining for Philip and Frederick to destroy. Frederick is in a good condition. Lionheart and Sheriff, I must say that they were both equally good against each other. I mean, the moment Lionheart caught fire was at the same moment Sheriff caught fire by Caliph. But now the thing is to notice here. Okay, Frederick decides to kill Abbott now, and I think this should be enough to kill him. He's got weaker infantry units, monks. He's got more than 200 units, but will he be able to defend himself? Even if he's able to defend himself, I think he will not be able to make a comeback, I would say. So it's situation's now pretty hopeless for Abbott, and I think now it's only a matter of time for Frederick and Philip to win this fight.
A message from the Abbot. I must not falter. I must be strong.
This priest must be strong. Plenty of swordsmen reaching Abbott's castle here. Yeah, that's a good thing that Abbott is burning them down. But if they get closer, Abbott will have no hope. King Philip also joins the party with his spearmen and pikemen and swordsmen. I think this time Abbott may just survive. But the damage has been done already. Look at his castle. His castle has been destroyed into half. Or I should say completely destroyed, Abbott. These guys have. So Abbott can only wait and watch his death now, coming towards him. Then the next attack from Frederick will be enough to kill him. There's no way he is gonna rebuild himself again. He doesn't have any production buildings working. Philip has put a lot of pressure. Credit goes to Philip. It wasn't easy. If only Abbott had decided to attack Philip, would have put Philip under a lot of pressure, but he was charging against Pig initially and then Sheriff. He'd never turned his attention towards his real threat, who was Philip. Lionheart is barely surviving, so is Sheriff. But now, it is only a matter of time for Frederick to win this fight. Look at him, he's charging again. He immediately printed units, and now he's charging again. He wants this game to he wants to finish off this game quickly. King, I must say King Philip's knights really enjoyed attacking Abbott. They were sort of feasting on Abbott, right? Now, what is Frederick's target here? I think it's Frederick's target is Abbott. Yeah. It's gonna be then it's gonna be Lionheart, and then it's gonna be Sheriff. Game's over. Game's almost over.
From the Abbot. I must not falter. I must be strong.
He wants to be strong, but he needs to find a way. But it's now impossible to find a way. Okay, why are they coming like this? Because they thought that the gate was opened initially, but the gate gets closed always when they get closer to the enemy's castle walls. I think Frederick's swordsmen have lost their way. They can't find Abbott. What are they doing? They're just circling around his castle. I don't know what's wrong with them. They all just gather at this spot and then turn back. And this is just they are doing. Come on, man. These AIs are sometimes very dumb. Now, Philip thinks that he needs to kill Abbott. Because Frederick's lost his way with his units. "184 troops for Philip. Lionheart's got fair number of units, 140. Sheriff doesn't have enough troops now. And his economy isn't working very well. So you see all these units are stuck here. So Philip has to kill Abbott.
Message from the Abbot. I will remember this defeat, and I will pay you back.
King Philip killed Abbott. Now Lionheart, Sheriff, 2 teams, 3 teams are left totally.
From King Philip. Prepare the feast. Our armies triumph again.
Now there's no hope for Sheriff to even gather a little amount of resources. It's because King Philip's knights have turned their attention towards Sheriff. And Frederick has already, no, King Philip is also bombarding Lionheart's castle with his catapults. Both with catapults and knights. So King Philip's knights are sort of enjoying the moment at this time. That's a lot of knights. Okay, Frederick's knights also joined the party. Yeah, they're having a fun around there. Look at the number of Sage Angels Emperor Frederick has. Will this be enough to kill Lionheart? Let's see how many troops Lionheart has. 124. Will he be able to defend himself? I mean, the damage has already been done. We all know who's gonna win this fight now.
A message from the Lionheart.
Events have come to a pretty pass when a king must cower in his castle. But cower I must.
While I don't think so, he has enough number of troops to defend himself. There's plenty of swordsmen reaching his keep. Will he be able to burn him? He doesn't have an engineer or a smelter.
A message from the Lionheart.
So, I am bested, and my poor bones must rest in these wretched sands.
So Lionheart is gone. Now we are left with two
A
teams.
message from Emperor Frederick. The Empire claims another. So the story unfolds.
Sheriff has already lost his ally. His production may be working smoothly now, but it's in only a matter of time. It's because King Philip's gonna join the party with his knights, and he will never allow Sheriff to gather enough amount of resources to rebuild his economy again and work smoothly and recruit units. Well, you can see the game's almost over for Sheriff. It's because both Philip's and Frederick's knights are, feasting on Sheriff's production. They are never going to allow Sheriff to gather good amount of resources. Now the question is, will this attack be enough to kill him? He's got a good number of swordsmen, or crossbowmen, Sheriff. 94 troops he has. His castle is being bombarded by trebuchet and catapults. I like these sort of attacks from the enemies. I mean, a huge number of army with a lot of siege engines. It feels good.
A message from the Sheriff.
Oh, running out of
Sheriff's
cash
not feeling
again.
good.
Fetch me the tax collector.
Now then, gate is destroyed and opening has been made by Frederick's siege engines. Siege units, I should say. He's burning them all. He's burning all of them. Oh, he's dead. He's
From
gone.
the Sheriff.
Lost
Sheriff is gone, and Frederick and Philip have won this fight. And almost they didn't have to deal with a lot in this fight. WAZIR wasn't very strong against Frederick, and also we saw Abbott how he was struggling against Philip as well. So the most amount of gold was earned by Frederick and his ally. His ally was pretty good. And then the most number of troops were also recruited by Philip and Frederick, and then Abbott and CALIPH and the rest. All right, so this is from this fight, and guys, I'll see you in the next one.